Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Treasurer, it's no secret that it's been a tough year for the Territory and the economy, with the NT ranking last out of its state and Territory peers in the CommSec State of States report, and forecasts that our gross state product over the 2024-25 financial year will go backwards. Territorians are looking to the CLP to rebuild our economy, which is what we went to the election with. Treasurer, can you please update the House on the state of the Territory economy and point to signs that the CLP is turning the Territory economy around? Treasurer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the member for Wanguri for the question, and it's a very important question. And as we know, over the last week I've been travelling across the Territory speaking about the situation that the Territory budget is in. But we need to differentiate between the Territory budget and the Territory economy, and I've said that in all the talks I've given over the last week. Now, the previous Labor government didn't believe in CommSec. Every time we asked about CommSec, they said, no, we don't believe in that. They don't know what they're talking about. Those numbers are wrong. They don't give a true reflection. Well, they do give a reflection, Madam Speaker, of the Territory economy and where it currently sits after 8 years of fiscal mismanagement by the previous Labor government. Because CommSec actually are pretty smart about how they do things. They actually realised that doing the measurements on that 10-year average didn't quite work for small jurisdictions like us. And they actually changed that reporting around to do it year on year. And unfortunately for year on year, we also seen the Territory going backwards in nearly all of those components. But we have seen some turnaround, particularly on that CommSec report. We're doing okay, Madam Speaker, particularly in that area of equipment spending, but that's off the back of the defence spending. And the Chief Minister has spoken about just yesterday in our year ahead speech, and of course in this Parliament, about our focus on defence and of course where the Commonwealth sits on the focus on defence of Australia, and the Territory playing a key part of that. So those spends there are good. But we've actually seen some turnaround in some of those economic figures, Madam Speaker, which shows that the Territory is on that path to recovery economically. There is lots of work to do, and the work that we're doing is already in train, and we're speaking tomorrow and this week about the Territory Coordinator. The Chief Minister spoke about that yesterday in her year ahead speech, and this will be a game changer for the Territory. It's going to provide that confidence and attract that investment here to the Territory, and we can make ourselves the place to do business. We have the resource sector to rival Western Australia, but we have not had the investors who have had the confidence to come and invest here in the Territory. And that's the work that we're doing as a CLP government moving into the next 4 years, is to work with investors and work with proponents to make the Territory that place to want to come and do business, to make the Territory the place to do business. Because it will be through that investment from those people outside the Territory and those other proponents that will help us grow our own source revenue. And it will be our own source revenue that is going to start to dig us out of the financial hole that the Labor Party put us into. And I need to remind everybody in this chamber, 8 years ago Labor started with $2 billion in debt. And after 8 years they've left us $11.6 billion in debt and $2 billion in the last 18 months.